Hi Virgo, and welcome to your reading for July 2018. It's Jay here, aka Ascent Future Vision. So yeah, let's get right into it. Now, the first cards you guys have got, what we're going to deal with is the Eight of Wands, which is this card here. Okay, so we pop that there so you can see. Okay, so in the realms of your personal affairs, the news that you've been waiting for, Virgo, is going to come in, and it's going to come in fast. Mercury's going into Leo on the 29th of June. I'm recording this around the 20th of June, on the 20th of June. So yeah, so that's going to happen. So towards say from about the 1st to the 10th, you're going to have an influx of information. Now, this is just a general reading, so how I work with the cards, I just ask the cards, what do I need to let each sign know each month, and then I interpret the cards like a wonderful little journey for each star sign. So this is your story for July 2018. So yeah, a message that you've been waiting on is going to come in. So some of you, it's going to be to do with a contract legal situation, or it's going to do with relationship, you know, something that you have been waiting for. So this is something you're waiting for. It's going to come. You know. Now what you're going to have to do with this news, and with the whole of this month actually, because as you can see you've got some pretty cool cards, is to make sure that you know, balance between the devil and the detail, because you know sometimes Virgos, you guys can be perfectionists, as I said before, but you can work yourself up into a tizzy by your perfectionism and your thoughts and stuff, and I don't want that for you guys this month. So you know, I just want you to focus on think before you go ahead, and any information you receive, you know, because waiting that difference, I know you've been waiting for this information for a while, but taking that hour out just to wait and think about it will be a benefit for you, you know, even though, you know, you want to rush in and go ahead with that information, because more information will come to light. So you receive this communication, your first gut feeling is going to say something, but once you get more information, you're going to actually change your initial response. So, you know, just be careful of that, because, you know, as I said, this card, the Knight of Swords, in your reading, some of you may be getting, you know, infatuated by the anticipation of the news, you know, and I know it's harder said than done to wait and, you know, relax, but you have to try and, you know, sit tight and just wait for the news and try and think positive, because some of you are, you know, you're waiting on this news and it's on a vital decision, and some of you are panicking and thinking, oh, what if it don't go my way, or, you know, stuff of that like. But whatever is going to happen, it is beyond your control. So you have to, the only way you can stay in control of this situation is by keeping, you know, calm, because the only things we can really control in life is ourselves and our, you know, and our emotions, so to speak. And in order to trust our emotions, we have to manage them, heal them, and this is like, you know, a central theme of this month. You know, some of you will be getting involved in some deep spiritual, you know, healing and stuff, which I'm going to go into, because you got the Hierophant card. I can't pronounce it. I hope I pronounced it properly, but yeah, you've got that. So we're going to get into what that means for you, but just take your time, you know, look after your health and well-being, and, you know, try and nurture your mind, body and soul, because, you know, as I said, some of you will be going through like a rebirthing process this month, Virgo. Okay, now some of you, actually, I'm keeping these two cards because these two cards are very important, the you know, the Devil card and the Nine of Cards. I just want you to focus them and say, you know, perfection leads to madness. You know, so I want you to avoid the madness, because, you know, you guys have got some really lovely, beautiful cards in the spread. So let's deal with this one. Some of you are going to meet a King of Cups type woman or male. Obviously, it's a male in the card, but we do live in 2018. So yeah, Venus is actually going into Virgo in July the 9th. So I think some of you are going to meet this person, you know, from then onwards, but you know, Venus is going to stay in Virgo for a while, so you know, romance is coming for you, Virgo, and it's going to be someone more feeling, a bit more intuitive, you know. And not saying they're going to be a bit of a nightmare for you guys, but you know, you guys are earthy and stable, but this person's going to be more feeling and stuff, but they're still a master in the field, as you can see, sitting, or her sitting there, astute on their crown. So you know, they're going to be very helping and kind, empathetic, and they may give you counselling. Now for some of you, it's going to be a religious figure that's going to provide you with the counselling. It's not going to be a love thing, but for some of you it is going to be, you know, a love interest that you meet. But for some of you, you're going to get involved in like a spiritual group, or you know, meet some new people at a meditation circle, something like that. But you are going to, they are going to help you. They're very official in the way they do things, and very wise and trustworthy. So, you know, and they're going to be reliable. So, and also, you know, if you want to go into specifics, you know, some of you are going to have, you know, a rather dashing person with blue or hazel eyes or light hair. So, yeah. So it's going to be like a new chapter opening up for you guys, because you've got the World card here as well. So this is why I don't want you to let your perfection get in the way of, you know, what you can have in your life. I don't want you to, how do I put it? I don't want you to ruin your blessings. I don't want you to ruin, you know, the blessings that's coming, because you're worrying about the news or contracts. You know, some of you may be divorced, or you know, something's happened, something's gone on, and you know, it's sending you into the tizzy. But you know, hold tight, because you are going to get someone coming in giving you advice. A new chapter is definitely opening up. So yeah. Sorry, I just want to make sure I've got all the cards properly for you guys. So yeah, so we got the word and the Hierophant here. So you know, some of you, as I said, are going to have a loving relationship or a religious organisation, some kind of spiritual organisation for some of you. Look, for some of you, the universe is saying yes, you're right, because you know, the Hierophant is next to it. So this new chapter is being, you know, divinely sort of guided, or the unknown, whatever you want to call it. You know, I've got my own beliefs, everyone got their own beliefs, but you know, just that the power that governs us all, nature, you know, trees, pot of yogurt. Okay, maybe a pot of yogurt is not a good example, because a pot of yogurt didn't invent us, but you see how wacky I am. But this is the thing, Virgo, just embrace yourself this much as well. Embrace your quirks, embrace, you know, embrace your intuitiveness, because you guys, you try to suck that self out of you know, that kind of spiritual side sometimes, even though you are, you know, Virgo is the great server of the zodiac. But you know, you have to remember that, you know, you only can do your part. You're not here to help everyone, you're not here to save the world. You don't have to, you know, be so ordered all the time. You know, you are allowed to be a bit flaky, you are allowed to make mistakes. You know, you beat yourself up, you're just gonna, you know, just focus too much on the material things, focus too much on what can happen, you know, working up all kinds of scenarios in your, you know, driving yourself balmy, waking up in the night, just like thinking that the world's crashing down around you. But it isn't, because, you know, you've got this World card, and you've got this Hierophant card, and you've also got this beautiful Star card, which I'm going to go into in a while. So yeah, just keep in mind, although okay, and you see this figure as well, this may represent some of you. So this month, I just want those of you who may be counsellors, and you may be guiding someone actually, that, you know, there's something that, there's a truth in a situation, someone's been concealing something, but you guys know the truth. But the thing is, you know, only because you know the truth doesn't mean that you have to lord it over everyone, Virgo. You know, everyone's good, makes mistakes, you know, does try and keep it cool and close the chapter, and whatever it is that has gone in the past where you think you need to have your last 2 pence, or you know, whatever the situation is, hold your tongue. I think that's what I'm trying to say. The message for you, Virgo, this month is to hold your tongue, keep calm, you know, because some of you may be going through a breakup. This could be it also, and you know, you're wanting to, you know, have the last word or say whatever, but you know, just walk away and go on forth into, you know, the newness, because you know, new people are coming into your life. You know, these represent people. You've got lots of new, you know, you've got the Kings of Cups, you've got 4 cards that represent new people coming into your life. So it's going to be a very busy month for you, a very new, fruitful month for you if you allow it. So you know, do your best, and remember, you can only control yourself. And even though you don't have to control yourself so much that you turn yourself into control freak, try and not be so much, you know, controlling this month. Okay, is this card now, the Devil card. Do not try to convince any other parties of anything. Okay, you have done all you can. Okay, if you stay true to yourself, focusing on the new chapter and not stop focusing on these material concerns. I know it can be hard, Virgo, but balance it out, because you just bring yourself into torment and you just don't want that. Okay, if you keep on trying to hold on to this situation or this viewpoint or whatever it is, this little bone that you know that you're right, but just let it go, because you know, being right isn't always everything. You know, sometimes you just knowing that you're right, you don't need everyone else to know that you're right as well. Just see the situation for what it is, okay? Because too much of a bad thing will rotten you, Virgo, so watch out, okay? Too much of a bad thing will rotten you, Virgo, so just watch out. You know, for all of you that may be doing some overindulgence. Some of you may actually be thinking about leaving a religious organisation or group, and this is why it is causing you kind of torment. And there's material change, because obviously you may have been involved with this group for a while, sort of thing. So on the flip side, some of you may be joining, some of you may be leaving as well. Okay, so you just have to rethink about what you think about belonging. Do you feel that you need to cling on to other people and relationships in the past and negative beliefs to belong? You know, do you have to keep on driving yourself around in circles, or is there sort of like a different way? You know, do not undo yourself. If you're ready for a new chapter, it is promised. I know walking away from groups and stuff that you may have belonged can be really hard, you know, but you do need to let go, because you know, it's only going to keep leading you around to misery and despair and anxiety if you keep on going around in circles. Okay, pain happens in life, Virgo. I don't know why, but it does, you know. And if you know, do feel like it's getting too much, go and seek the advice from, you know, if you do think that, you know, it's getting beyond where you need to seek some outside advice to, you know, give you that extra courage to leave this organisation. You know, for you guys that are leaving an organisation, for some of you it could just be a work or relationship, but I'm just trying to give as broad as a reading as I can, because that's just the way I like to do things. You know, obviously this is just a general reading. I would have to look into your personal chart details and everything else to say specifically what's happening for you this month, but this is the general theme for, you know, what Virgo needs to watch out for in July 2018. Know that even though some of you are going through a sense of deep loss, new assistance is being offered. Okay, 9 of Swords. So this card corresponds to Aquarius, Taurus and Virgo, Mercury and Venus. So you know, this is definitely related to Virgo. So this is what I love with cards, because I like to read astrology but astrologically and psychically, intuitively, because it gives me that full it's bigger picture. And then when the card corresponds to the sign that I'm actually talking about, it just confirms that this is definitely a message for you guys, Virgo. Okay, so the sun will be going into Virgo towards the end of next month, so you know, prepare yourself for that. You know, any deep emotional problems, try and heal them. This is you, Virgo, this month. Okay, whether you're male or female. Okay, there may be a bit of conflict, as you can see in the background, again alluding to this Nine of Wands, but if you just keep on going and walking through, because your courage is going to bring happiness. So you guys that are leaving, like I said, a religious organisation or some kind of relationship where you're walking away from literally your whole life, this is, you know, you will eventually overcome. Okay, so you just have to be courageous in this situation, because your courageousness will bring you happiness. Keep on persevering. Keep on persevering, have courage, and you will succeed. Okay, and that there is support being offered with you. Okay, along with this Eight of Wands card here. So you know, you've got people that are coming that are very stable. So you're going to have a stable earth sign. Some of you are going to have a stable earth sign. Water sign. Some of you are going to have a stable earth sign coming. Some of you are going to have a stable water sign coming. So, you know, or for some of you, you're going to actually know. You could know this person already. Could be a relative or friend, you know. I think these two may be connected together. Now, they're not exactly lovers or anything, but you know, they're just decent people. So like I said, for some of you it will be kind of like a group, a loving type of group. Some of you it's a partner, some of you it's just a business partner. But you know, there's a lot of movements to do with, you know, organisations. This month is the key theme: organisational change, or change in, you know, it's a deep transformation that some of you guys are going to experience this month. That it is, you know, it's on the mind, body and soul level. It's deep. It's very deep for some of you. The, you know, the ending, and that's probably why, you know, it is causing you to this. But you know, we can only do our best in life, Virgo. We can't be perfect all the time. You know, the devil is in the detail. You know, sometimes, even with the best planning, we're always going to miss something. So the best thing that you can do is just try and know that we're not perfect, and we never are going to be as humans, and this will help you. So yeah guys, make sure you know, listen to the advice from the King of Cups or the Queen of Wands. Okay, this person loves nature and she's in her maturity, so you can trust her. Okay, so you can turn to either of these people. So for some of you, you may join the group, and you know, one of them you may find a connection with an earth sign or water sign. Like I said, this whole spread, to me, some of you are going to go through a divorce, you know, some kind of, you know, judgment. And it's kind of like it's you know, because people always want to throw their 2 pence worth in. So that's what it is. You're going through a hard time. Some of you going through a divorce or separation. You know, you've probably got some religious people, because you guys belong to an organisation together and you're feeling really bad. But if you want to walk on to this new chapter, you know, it's been offered, it's been blessed universally. So you know, people are always going to have something to say. You just have to don't be afraid and seek assistance if need be. Okay, so yeah, this moon card here, whoops, I didn't mean to do that for you guys. It's in that one of the cards kind of like flipped off, but yeah, it's another indicator that it's going to be water sign. 1 and 8 is 9 again, so you know, it's, you know, it's like tied to the Virgo. Another confirmation. This reading's about your guides. It's the energy of what's going to be playing out for Virgo this month. So just to pay attention, remember, to your emotional states this month, because you just have to allow your intuition to guide you, because deep down you already know that you want this new chapter. You want this closing, you know, but sometimes you like, not that you like to keep, it's, how do I put it, you like things kind of prim and proper sort of thing sometimes, Virgo. So you know how I just adjusted, you see me, I'm going to leave that in, I adjusted the camera then, it's kind of like that. You notice the flaw and you want to change it right away. That was me being, you know, acting out my Virgo side there. So yeah, cemented here in the star card, so make sure you try, because this is a real powerful healing tool for you. Some of you may be, you know, raising your consciousness spiritually, or developing your psychic side, or personal development. You know, allow your independent nature to come out, but also allow yourself to grow, okay? Don't hold back. Break free from the chains of the devil. Break free from whoever or whatever is trying to hold you back and keep you in your own chains, even if that person's you, you know, because we are all our worst enemies sometimes. Look, I'm doing my Virgo focus thing again. I'm going to keep all this in, but yeah, learn to trust your own feelings. Try to let your logical side, you know, down a bit, and let your intuition in. You know, clear the air with whoever you need to clear the air with. Speak with others, say what you have to say, okay? Write in a letter or email if you feel that you can't verbally express it, because some of you feel like, you know, you just, if you say it to someone's face, whatever it is, the confrontation, you know, you could be in a situation where you're just slinging words of each other, but there's no true communication. It's getting ridiculous, because like I said, it's divorce, so, you know, children's involved for some of you. You know, just try and write a letter, just try and be fair, try and, you know, take the higher ground, and that's it. But not in a, oh, I told you so, look at me, Virgo way. In a, you know, let's try and borrow, who could we borrow? Okay, King of Michael. Use wisdom and objectivity. They're very important now, okay? Stay in your integrity. A situation that calls for honest and open communication. So this is just another indication of everything that I've been saying over the spread, for you guys to, you know, just be careful to you know, use your high, you know, not your piousness, not your virtuous side, but your higher learning. Call on higher authority, you know, call on Mr. Cups or Mrs. Wands to, you know, give you some direction. You know, try and be a bit more carefree, socialise a little bit more, you know, just try to get away, because like I said, some of you are really going through a hard time, so I want you to loosen up, smile through the tears if you can, you know, because the star card is a powerful symbol of happiness in the future if you let go of all that's hindering you, okay? The good will come in the future. Success in love, business and personal fulfillment is promised. So, you know, although you may be having to walk away from, you know, I don't know, a religious order, a marriage, your family, a relationship, you know, like I said, some of you are really going through some deep stuff, you know. So, but remember, it's the deep stuff that makes us stronger, and after it we come out with better, and better is being promised. Inspiration will come to you via your intuitions and dreams this month, Virgo, so just pay attention to them, okay? Allow yourself to flow free and you will win, okay? Stay stubborn, beating yourself up, clinging, you won't win. Let things go. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Let the new come. The world, new chapter, beautiful, fruitful. Look at it, it's just full of life and vitality. You know, Virgo, you're an earth sign, so, you know, lap all that up, you know, come on. So, yeah, spiritual help and guidance will come, and all will be blessed in everything you do. Just allow yourself to receive and you'll be in the right path if you move on and allow change. Going back to whatever it is or staying in the situation is just going to cause sorrow and despair. Okay, so just turn to your ancestors, the Most High, God, Allah, Buddha, whoever, you know, the name is not important. The power behind every living thing on this planet, you know. So yeah, face your fear, Virgos, and all will be cool, because we're going to finish with your angel card. So, you know, Page of Michael, be truthful, perceptive, analytical, blunt. So, you know, this is probably you. Yeah, it describes Virgo, doesn't it? But anyway, an exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. So yeah, those of you who are receiving contracts and, you know, waiting for this news, or, you know, an email or whatever it is, remember I said right earlier in the reading, I know I go on a bit, but I like to go in depth. Review any contracts or any communication. Don't act on them straight away, even it's, you know, because you're going to get first communication, then you get another indicator afterwards. So just, you know, hold tight this month. Be careful of your emotions. You know, for those of you who love it, you've got a nice Mr. Cancer or Mrs. Ones coming up in. So, you know, email me and tell me if you mean, you know, I would like to hear about, you know, if things resonate with you and, you know, things sew up. So yeah, let's finish with this. A lovely Page of Raphael, gentle, loving, dreaming, open hearted. So this is what you want to foster, you know. Marry both of your subconscious and your logical side, and you will win this month, because there's going to be a new emotional situation. Okay, messages regarding relationships or social invitations, great intuitive insights. So like I said, I want you guys to socialize this month. I want you guys to nurture yourself this month. I want you guys to know that you are enough this month. I want you guys to know that even though things ain't perfect, you are perfect. To is to be human. You know, we're here to be individuals, and we're gonna make mistakes, and sometimes we're gonna want things to last for a lifetime, but they don't. You know, they don't last that long. So I hope I made sense this reading. I wish you all the best, and this is what I hope comes to you all. Okay, thanks for listening to me.